Maharashtra's food sector is on the edge, and one man is behind it. FDA Commissioner Tukaram Mundhe, dubbed as the food safety singer. He's led raids in over 3,000 outlets since May, from Domino's, Pizza Huts and other fast food chains to Blinkit, Zepto, warehouses of quick commerce companies. Products worth over 55 crore rupees have been seized. As of now, 407 premises have been sealed. 165 licenses suspended, and Munde's style is very clear. There's no warning, there are no exceptions, and zero tolerance. And it's working at the moment because restaurants and clubs across Mumbai are deep cleaning kitchens, hiring pest control, tightening hygiene before the FDA even knocks. Call it the Munde effect. Now, Maharashtra FDA Commissioner Tukaram Mundhe has warned against the sale of loose and unsealed edible oil, citing risks of adulteration, contamination and unsafe packaging. The FDA has urged consumers to buy only sealed, properly labeled oil. Authorities have also warned of strict penalties under the food safety laws with life imprisonment and a minimum of 10 lakh rupees fine if possible, if in fact consumption of unsaved food results in death. A legacy establishment, Guru Nanak Dairy and Sweets in Pune, which is a well-known name for the city sweet lovers, was shut down for over a month by the FDA after there were complaints of food poisoning. But when the shop cleaned up and scored 98% on a hygiene recheck, the suspension still didn't lift. And that's when the Bombay High Court has also stepped in. Let's tell you what the High Court has said and how did the FDA Commissioner respond. This is what was stated. Now, in fact, the fact that the High Court had fined the FDA, Munde stood saying that the regulator acted as far as the public interest in this particular issue is concerned. They also said that the FDA action was going overboard. Munde said that severe food poisoning complaints were received in this particular case. He also said that they were imposing a 5 lakh rupee fine on the FDA. Munde's counters that the court order is very surprising. They've also said that the shop showed 98% compliance. Munde said the department stands by this particular decision. They've also questioned, the court has questioned keeping the Pune shop shut, and Munde's counters that there's no bias or discrimination. The court also ordering immediate reopening of the shop. The counter from the FDA chief is that they will pursue legal options as far as this particular case is concerned. Let's also give you what the Maharashtra FDA crackdown in terms of numbers, what has it really meant. We're talking about 1,131 FDA inspections that have taken place across Maharashtra from May 25th to July 13th. 49.57 crores is the total seized stock. 443 establishments, restaurants, hotels, dhabas that have been inspected during this period. 161 improvement notices have been issued by the FDA and at least 56 license suspension orders as far as these restaurants are concerned. There are also 360 milk and paneer outlet inspections that have taken place. 156 improvement notices issued here. 35 license suspension orders. And the seized stock in this case is over 1.6 lakh litres, 65.17 lakh rupees worth that have been seized. FIRs registered are 7. There's now a clear warning for misleading food advertisements in Maharashtra as well, with the FDA Commissioner Munde, who's called for action against advertisers who are making misleading claims, with a 10 lakh rupee fine possible for the first violation. Repeat offenders could face even stricter action. Let's take a look at this ground report from Mumbai.
We are inside one of the famous restaurants in Mumbai city, Matunga's DPs, where the cleanliness is at the priority of the restaurant. We are seeing pav bhaji in the making with the staff taking all the precautions about the cleanliness, about do's and don'ts suggestions that is written for the staff. One thing is what new is we are seeing is that this is the ginger lemon syrup which comes with the manufacturing date as well as the expiry date. So not just this one, but entire batch of syrups and sauces now has an expiry date, and not just syrups or sauces, but we are also seeing the coriander or all the veggies, be it the raw mango, that also has now the manufacturing date, the day it was cut, and till when it can be used. So these are some new additions that we are seeing across the kitchen, and be it the complaints about the cockroaches, rodents, or about the unhygienic conditions that we are seeing being reported in several big chains also. FDA is now making sure that no such complaints remain, and that is why we are seeing massive crackdown across the Mumbai city and several important areas of Maharashtra.
All right, and for more on this, let's go right across to Mr. Tukaram Mundhe, who's, of course, the FDA Commissioner, joining us. Thank you so much for speaking to Times Now, sir. Your actions so far have divided public opinion. There are a large number of people, of course, who agree with what you've been doing, and they say that it is long overdue because hygiene is an issue that many before have ignored at the peril of public health. But there's another point of view that you're probably going overboard. What is Tukaram Mundhe's own take?
We are not going overboard. What we are doing is implement the Act and rules as they exist. This Act has come into existence in 2011, and there are regulations regarding food safety and standard which are developed over a period of time. We are just trying to implement that because we have found non-compliances are quite large, and we go inspect. There is a facts are found, those are taken on record, that those are put up before the competent authority, who is a designated officer in this case, and the designated officer takes call on it as per the violations, as per the severity of the violations. So we are absolutely not overboarding. We are just trying to implement what is expected of us.
But what would you say about the recent Bombay High Court proceedings that appears to be a setback, because they've set aside the FDA's decision to continue the suspension of a license of a Pune-based sweet shop and not restoring it despite 98% hygiene compliance. They've also ordered compensation of 5 lakh rupees. The question in such a case is whether this was also an overreach or going overboard.
No, we have to look at the context. I have got the order of the High Court. We are examining it, and we will take a legal recourse as far which is available to us. The particular case which I are referring to is a case in Pune. There was a food poisoning issue in that, and people were hospitalized. Over and above that, the sample which I have tested in the lab, that has come unsafe. That product has come unsafe. So accordingly, the action actually is validated. That FBO had approached me against suspension order. Later on, they had sought time to comply with it, and during this time they had approached the High Court. So there is no delay from our side, but whatever the issue is, we are looking into the order of the High Court, and will take necessary action as per the legal options available with us.
In the oral observations that has been made, the High Court used the word harassment. In your larger endeavor to introduce much better hygiene standards and cleanliness as far as eating establishments are concerned, is there a risk of sometimes penalizing the compliant parties?
I would not like to comment on what oral instructions are there, but there are orders, and we are actually going as per the expected standards and regulations which are in existence today.
And so what can you tell us about the larger question about your actions across the state? Because it's not just a problem of enforcement. There's also a question of civic sense. Officers like you can address what is visible and enforce the rules. But how do we change the mindset around cleanliness, particularly when it comes to hygiene and food?
That's where I think it is important to understand what we are doing in the state of Maharashtra. Over a period of time, right in the beginning, when I joined, we had stated our mission as safe food, safe drugs, safe Maharashtra, and we have identified the strategy for it. We are working on it. One of the constituents of that strategy is empowering the people. And when I say empowering the people, it means 2 to 3 things. One is people must know what FDA is expected to do. Second, what FDA is doing, they must know transparently. And third is give the means by which they will be able to connect with FDA. And that's where our toll-free number works. That's where our new portal, which is a complaint portal, what we call complaints.mahafda.in, where people can log in and connect with us, lodge their complaints, they can track it, and they can get resolve their complaints. So this is empowerment part of the people, where we are connecting the people. Also, through these press notes and press briefings, which I do whenever there is some new order, new compliance order, one of the basic reason is creating awareness among the people. Of course, people need to improve on their part also. Food habits which are there, they also need to improve, because this safe food and standard food regulations have come in existence since 2011, and we need to increase our standards about hygiene also.
Right. Now, I must also ask you that between May 25th and July 14th, the FDA has conducted 1,131 inspections. They've seized stock worth 49.57 crore rupees. If there are violations which are this widespread, what were the regulators doing before this crackdown? Why did it take such a massive enforcement drive to catch such individuals or organizations?
You see, since I joined till the end of July, we have conducted more than 3,000 inspections, and the goods seized are worth rupees more than 55 crores. Around 165 licenses have been suspended, more than 750 have been given improvement notices, remaining were found as per compliance, so we did not need to take any action against them. As far as earlier actions, they were taking place, systems were in place, we were strengthening the system, we were recruiting the officers, and we are moving forward. So it will not be correct to say that earlier no actions were taken. Maybe the visibility of it are not as conspicuous as today it is, and that's why we are making it much more transparent, much more people-centric, much more FBO-centric, and every stakeholder is part of that.
Well, Mr. Tukaram Mundhe, more power to you and FDAs across the country to crack down and ensure that the citizens get clean and safe food. And I think that is going to be one of the priorities, particularly in the age of dark stores and particularly in the age of delivery, where delivery apps have become so common, to ensure that there are hygiene standards that are met, and that authorities such as yourself will continue to ensure that all those involved, whether it's restaurants, whether it's delivery apps, continue to remain under surveillance and improve their hygiene standards. Thanks so much for speaking to us in the briefing room this evening.